Green. They'll need to find a way to overcome what he brought to this team.
Kevin, I've got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. We'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the center. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. So it's Miami now. It's a 5-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Now Nowitzki following the three-point attempt by Freak, and that one's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
He'd have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Wade outside. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Banked in off the glass. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And here is Williams. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Pachulia, no luck. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And he gets it to go. Wade's got his first basket of the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And a wide open look for Freak. Rebound by Williams.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pachulia, no luck. So for Dallas, their last game a win against Denver.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Williams, it's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah shots.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Rick Carlisle. We talked about the strategy as it applies to D. Wade. He said Dwayne can score at will when he gets into a rhythm. So our job is going to be prevent him from getting into that rhythm in the first place. Because if we can't do that, the points will just pile up. Most opponents are completely aware of that, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Mavericks trail by 12. On the court for Dallas here in the second. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. J.J. Barea is out there with Matthews, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Barea has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Freak kicks to Bosch. Now here's Freak, guarded by Barea. Bosch, no one around him, gets it to go from 18 feet away. Bosch has got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Barea kicks to Parsons and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Heat.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
A different look for Dallas. Pachulia comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Williams in for J.J. Barea. And he sinks the second. The Heat leading by 11. Now here's Freak. He has 5. to the middle. Here's Whiteside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throw down.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Nowitzki's got 5.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Passes it to Wade. Kicks it to Freak. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. The basket good. Off the assist from Wade. 8 points for Freak.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Matthews, no one around him, trains the three-pointer. Matthews has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Freak kicks to Bosch. It's tipped and stolen by Darren Williams. Matthews with it. Wade picks him up. Matthews passes to Parsons. Dishes it to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Miami leading by 11. Freak kicks to Stevenson. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it's...
Specifically, why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. 'Cause he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. Back to fundamentals. That's what he told them. Specifically, he'd like to see them implement the pick and roll as often as possible. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. Parsons attacking. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Chris Bosh. Averaging about 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Night in and night out, he's their #1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Dang comes in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. The offensive rebound. Good work defensively by Nowitzki.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Dragic dishes the box. Trying his luck deep, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Bosch. Bosch has got his 3rd assist on the night. Mavericks trail by 14. Harris up top. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game. Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Stokes is checked in for Chris Bosh. Dallas also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. D'Alembert comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Darren Williams. McGee a screen. It's all done by Abdul Rahman. Freak's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dragic with a wide open look. Nails the wide open jump shot. Dragic has got 5 points so far. Here's Barea. He had 10 points in the win against Denver.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Dragic the pass to Stokes. Here's Freak. And there's another one for the Heat.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Abdul Rahman. 16 points for him. It's stolen by Barea. And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. Harris misses.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
He feeds it to Barea. Nobody near Parsons. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. 7 seconds left in the first half. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Heat up by 15. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. And it's Abdul Rahman at the 1 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs was not his usual self. He chipped in his share of points, but also put up 4 boards. Just a poor shooting performance from him as he never got it going, missing shot after shot. He'll look to right the ship in this one, Kevin.
Good work as always, Doris. Thank you. Well, we haven't seen too many games, guys, like that out of him before.
And you know what? I'm thinking we'll see a different guy here tonight. Hard to imagine he'd have back-to-back bad games.
Yep, forget about back-to-back bad games on an individual basis. What he really wants to avoid are back-to-back losses.
And Pachulia drops them both. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Now, Freak. He's got 16.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Wade outside. It's Freak, top of the key. Here's Whiteside. Got it from 16 feet. Whiteside's got his second bucket of the game to go.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today. And a brief check of the stats for Williams. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 12 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
It's tipped. Nowitzki. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Pachulia kicks to Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Looks for Nowitzki. Gets it to him. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady. with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded